Oh, you're here. It's Monday. Let's have a show, shall we?
Let's do that.
Okay, here's what we're working on this morning. Hamilton Police, they continue to investigate the city's 41st shooting of the year.
The downtown YMCA in Hamilton is set to reopen today after a devastating fire last month.
And Team Canada says goodbye to an Olympics that had the country celebrating a historic achievement. And I don't know what I'm going to watch while I'm doing the show here.
I don't know what I'm going to do after the show or tonight.
You just kind of get into this routine of the Olympics being on.
Yeah.
It's been so fabulous. So we'll recap all that goodness. Hello, Annette.
Hello.
Hello, Brian Wood.
Hello, good morning.
Okay, hope you guys had a great weekend.
Yes.
Very nice. It was beautiful weather-wise.
I found it a little chilly yesterday. I've kind of found it like fallish yesterday.
Almost.
Yeah, had a little chill in the
I
air.
think that's why I liked it so much.
Okay.
It was just comfortable.
And it's nice to feel that coolness after the heat and humidity, and some areas, showers and thunderstorms yesterday rumbled through, and heavy downpours actually, but it was really short-lived, and then the sun came out again and it was gone. It was like, oh, okay, fine. And that's kind of what we're going to have for the day today. We're going to have some sunshine to start the day. Sun's not up, another 20 minutes before the sun comes up, but we will see the sun this morning, and then slim chance of a shower or thunderstorm a little later on today, but a comfortable high of 24 and a humidex of 28, bit of a westerly breeze. We're sitting at 14 right now, and that's a degree below seasonal. So we'll talk about that coming up. We just have a quick check on traffic because this time of the morning on a Monday, there's not much going on. And you can see that at the 403 and Waterdown Road. That's our exclusive camera. Check our other cameras. These are MTO traffic cameras. This is the Red Hill Creek camera. So we're looking at Toronto-bound lanes heading away from us. That looks fine. Same with the top of the Skyway Bridge. Not a lot to see right there. And Appleby line, Toronto-bound towards us, doing okay. So no problems on the roads right now. Take it carefully, please. We'll have weather and traffic in detail coming up in a few minutes, but right now, the news.
Thanks very much, Brian. Well, Hamilton police are investigating the city's 41st shooting this year. Police believe 3 men ran off after the targeted shooting on Sanford Avenue North and King Street East around 7 on Saturday night. People who live in the area tell CHCH News they saw the shooters run south on Sanford towards Main. There have been no reported injuries. Anyone with surveillance footage in the area is asked to contact Hamilton police.
Well, in a year marked by an unprecedented number of shootings on the city streets, an event was held in East Hamilton to steer young people away from violence. The annual event, it's called Rise Up, Uniting Against Violence in Our Communities, was inspired by the organizers' personal grief over losing friends to recent violence. With at least 40 shootings recorded in Hamilton during the first 7 months of the year, Rise Up aims to offer young people a positive alternative to street violence.
Senseless violence is not needed. To be honest, it's not needed. We need more unity and we need more positivity within our community. At the end of the day, the next generation, as you can see, the young kids that are here, they're our next generation and they're the ones that we need to be here for as a positive role model.
Yeah, so in this case, the positive role model comes through basketball. An all-star game and coaching of young people, young players say this day actually brings them all together around the love of sport.
Norfolk OPP say the body of a kayaker pulled from Lake Erie has now been identified. They have not released the man's name but believe he was in his 50s. A rescue crew was called Saturday night after someone saw a person floating in the water about half a kilometer from Turkey Point Marina. A kayak was found nearby.
The person was found seriously injured on the side of the road outside of Caledonia. Their identity has not been released. Haldeman OPP say someone driving along the 6th line not far from the Highway 6 bypass spotted the person and called for help. Police have determined the person had been assaulted. They're asking anyone who'd been traveling along 6th line between 5 and 6 o'clock yesterday morning to reach out to them. All right, the YMCA in downtown Hamilton is set to reopen for members today after a fire in the men's residence shut down operations last month. Let's bring in Simone Gavros, joins us live from the Y with more on the situation. Good morning, Simone.
Hi, Hi, good morning, Tim. Well, doors are set to reopen as of 6 a.m. today. I also just saw one man who did enter this morning ready to use the facilities. So some of these facilities here include the aquatic center as well as the fitness center. But as we know, a number of men were displaced following the fire. But the WISE website says that 37 men have been able to return to the YMCA back to their units. But earlier this month, the CHCH News spoke with the WISE CEO, and he says that the third floor still has extensive damage.
Third floor is a complete write-off, and that's about 42 units there. So that needs a complete gut job. Our focus now, though, was a second floor first because the fire happened on the third in a contained unit, so the smoke and the soot went up. So the second floor was the easiest to restore. But in conjunction, we're working on the teams are up there working on the fourth and fifth floor.
Now, the fire on July 22nd displaced all 173 men living in the building here and have temporarily displaced them. Now, we do know that the members who are here are able to get reimbursed in some way. There's going to be some retro where they'll be able to get those 3 weeks back for the 3 weeks that were missed because of the fire. But the CEO did say that we are going to hear more and hopefully have all men return in some capacity by the end of August, except for that third floor, which is expected to have extensive damage and need extensive repairs. But for now, I'll send things back over to you, Annette.
Well, Halton police are asking witnesses to come forward after a serious crash in North Burlington just before 4 yesterday afternoon. A car and SUV collided at Cedar Springs Road and One Side Road. A 41-year-old man from Mississauga who was a passenger in the car was taken to hospital with life-altering injuries. Halton's collision reconstruction unit is investigating. Several unauthorized sexual enhancement products have been seized from stores in Niagara, Kitchener, and the GTA. Testing shows the products contain unauthorized amounts of prescription medication, including the key ingredient that's found in Viagra. A Health Canada advisory says the products can seriously risk your health. As Hamilton deals with a rabies outbreak, a public health alert has been prompted after a person was bit by a rabid bat. The city says a person is being treated in hospital. Hamilton Public Health Services says the bat is the first to test positive for rabies in the city since last August. More than 300 animals have tested positive for the rabies virus in Hamilton since December of 2015. Most of them are raccoons and skunks. Last month, Halton Public Health confirmed a case of rabies in a bat that was found in central Burlington. A man has been arrested climbing the Eiffel Tower hours before the Olympic closing ceremony. The tower was evacuated after a shirtless man started to climb the Parisian landmark around 3 in the afternoon local time. Police quickly got him off the tower, put him under arrest. While in handcuffs, he reportedly said, quote, "Bloody warm, isn't it?" His motives are unclear. I have a feeling alcohol may have been a factor here.
Can also confirm there was no Olympic medals handed out in this
No.
endeavor.
Yikes. Take the elevator.
There's other ways to get up there, you know. Okay, let's wrap up what happened in Paris, and really, what are we all going to do now that the Olympics are over? They've been such a part of our day for the past 2 weeks, and it's been a real thrill to see all the athletes from Canada and around the world show us what they can do. And last night in Paris, it was time to party. Closing ceremonies took place with 17-year-old Summer McIntosh, who won 4 medals in Paris, including 3 golds in the pool. She, along with Ethan Katzberg, who won golds in the hammer throw. They the first to win a gold medal in that since 1912, were the flag bearers for the red and whites, and our athletes, they were there to party, and why not? They produced the best ever results at a non-boycotted Olympics with 27 medals, including 9 golds. So many fabulous storylines that we'll never forget, and the future looks good with many of these athletes heading to Los Angeles in 4 years' time. So for the final time, let's bring up the board. Here's Canada, finished just outside of the top 10. Yeah, 27 medals overall, and those 9 golds. goals. The state's at the top, tied with China with 40 goals, but they had more silver, so they take the overall top spot with 126. Included in those gold medals, the women's basketball team for the States won their 8th straight game, just barely over host France yesterday in thrilling fashion. But it was something. Thank you, Paris. You did a wonderful job. That was lots of fun, and thanks to all the athletes for all your hard work.
Victorazzo calls out a play. Kalilamod on the left wing. Splits it even to the rim. Got it! Ball game over. Season over. The Riverlands are kings of the CEBL.
Yeah, what a season it has been for the Niagara River Lions, and it culminated last night in Montreal in the championship final for the Canadian Elite Basketball League with Khalil Ahmed scoring the golden bucket in target score time that lifted them to the 95 win, I should say, over the Vancouver Bandits in their first ever CEBL title. Ahmad finished with 23 points. He was named MVP. One of the original 6 of the league have made the playoffs every season, but finally able to lift their first championship trophy.
Swinging and drive, deep right field, Springer back at the track, looking up, it is gone.
Yeah, rubber match down at the Dome with the lid closed, and that was not good news for Chris Bassett. Good news for the Oakland A's because they took advantage in this one. It was over in the first inning. A's would rough up the Jays starter, scoring 6 runs in the first, including 2 long balls. Bassett, he's given up 5 home runs in his last 4 starts. He would allow 7 runs over his 4 innings. Only bright spots of late has been Vladdy Jr. and his 22-game hit streak. That came to an end yesterday. He went 0 for 4, grounding into a couple of double plays. So Jays lose it 8-4. They are in Los Angeles to face the Angels tonight.
4 options out to the wide side right here for MBT. Looks in that direction. Now he steps up, dumps it off. That's his running back, Rankin. Down to the 10, the 5, pushing through, touchdown!
Yeah, let's wrap up week 10 of the CFL season where the Edmonton Elks picked up their first win of the season last week against Saskatchewan. You can make it 2 straight as they beat up the now struggling BC Lions in front of their home crowds. McLeod Bethel-Thompson came in to toss a touchdown pass, and Javon Leake ran for 97 yards and a TD in the 33-16 win. Only bad news for the Elks was Niagara Falls native Trey Ford coming up right here, taken down and landed on the football. He had to leave the game, did not return. We'll see what the situation is when the Elks arrive at Tim Hortons Field Saturday to face the struggling Ticats. It's a battle of 2-7 teams. As you missed, the Ticats lost Montreal on Saturday. Lots more on that and the quarterback controversy in Hamilton coming up in Sportsline.
All right, time to get you going here on this Monday morning, 12 minutes after 6 o'clock, and the 12th morning of August. Looking at the 403 and Waterdown Road, doing okay still, so no problems on the roads there. I'm actually in Hamilton at the moment. 2 our MTO traffic cameras will start at St. Catharines, and the QEW at Ontario Street. St. Catharines is wide open. Red Hill Creek, it's getting a little bit busier. The 403 junction around Brant Street looks good. No problems at the Ford plant, nothing here at Etobicoke Creek, so generally around the Horseshoe we're doing fine. All right, let's talk with our temperatures at the moment. Temperature right now has just fallen a degree. We're sitting at 13 degrees. By the way, I'm a little early with that sunshine. The sun's not up yet. Another 9 minutes or so. Sun comes up. Relative humidity, 100%. The winds are light, so our temperature is below seasonal to start the morning here. Air quality today, no problems. Low risk category both morning and afternoon. Ridge of high pressure is going to help to give us some sun, but a little instability for the day today. It's only a 30% chance of a shower or a thunderstorm a little later on, and pretty much the same thing for tomorrow. Even though that ridge of high pressure is coming in at us from the west, we're going to see that instability. So today, temperatures 24 to 25 degrees. Factor in the humidity, it'll feel like 28, so still a nice August day. Sun to start, and then there's that chance of a shower or thunderstorm later. Tonight, skies will clear. Some areas away from the lake could get some fog, but temperatures generally 10 to 13 to 15 degrees, depending on where you are, of course. And then tomorrow, temperatures a little bit warmer, 26 and 27 degrees. Humidex values about 29. And again, sun, clouds, a chance of a shower, maybe even some areas could get a thunderstorm during the day. So yep, there it is, 12th of August already, almost halfway through the month. We're looking at mainly sunny conditions once the sun comes up. Temperature right now sitting at 13 degrees. We'll look long range coming up, Annette.
Brian, the sun is still sleeping.
Okay, yes.
Get up. Yeah.
We're like jealous of the sun.
Come on, get out here. All right. Hey, Emily Vukovic, what's up?
Hi. Well, coming up, Celine Dion is not impressed with former President Donald Trump. We will discuss why. The Arkells made fans very, very happy at a surprise appearance. We will discuss where and when that happened. And I have one more.
Is it something, does it start with Tom and with Cruise?
It does, but that's not until 7:30. But we will discuss that as well at the Olympics.
That was pretty spectacular.
Yeah, we knew it was coming. We didn't know how it was coming.
How it was going to happen.
And it was
But
definitely
Annette, I think
a highlight.
you called it. Like, we discussed this, and I think Annette was bang on.
All right, cool. Well, we'll
part
see.
of it.
We'll see. We'll see you at the couch in a little bit.
I'll be there.
Coming up after the break in business news, 7-Elevens across Ontario say they are ready to sell and deliver alcohol soon. We'll see you in 2. Okay, good morning. Here's the numbers for you. Let's start with our Canadian dollar. Gained 2 basis points, trading at 72.84 cents U.S. Gold up over $6, 24.79.80 a barrel. Crude oil up 69 cents, 77.53. I always get, oh man, ounce and barrel. Yes, crude oil is barrel, gold is ounces. Yeah, I'll get it one day. Let's go over to Europe. Trading in Europe markets. Hello, Europe. Markets are up in London, Frankfurt, and Paris.
It's going to be a little bit quieter in Paris today.
I think
Yes.
so. Yeah, a little slow.
Japanese markets closed today for a holiday. Hong Kong saw some gains, but Shanghai had some losses as well, just small. In North American markets, the TSX gained 85 points on Friday. The Dow closed just over 50, and the Nasdaq added 85 points.
Oh, I hope you had a fantastic weekend. Let's get into some business news, and let's start with 7-Eleven because they're going to start selling beer, wine, and ready-to-drink cocktails in the province of Ontario starting September the 5th. The company received its convenience store liquor license from the Alcohol and Gaming Commission of Ontario last week, and it's currently training staff at 58 locations. It says the expansion will help create about 60 new jobs within the company. Earlier this summer, Premier Doug Ford announced an accelerated timeline for expanding the sale of alcohol in corner stores. Big box stores can start selling larger packs of beer along with wine and ready-to-drink cocktails at the end of October. If you're asking yourself, because I asked this question, what are the hours they can sell alcohol? Because a lot of them are 24 hours. It will be from noon until 11 p.m. at night.
Well, the past 5 years have been pretty tough on air travel service, especially to smaller communities in Canada. A report from the aviation data firm Cirium shows flight volume between smaller airports and big cities has dropped dramatically, while prices have soared. The Canadian Airports Council says Air Canada direct routes between Halifax and at least 4 cities in Atlantic Canada, including Fredericton and Charlottetown, didn't return after the pandemic.
The former head of YouTube has died. Susan Wojcicki was only 56 and had been diagnosed with lung cancer 2 years ago. Wojcicki was one of the most prominent women in California's Silicon Valley. She'd been involved with YouTube's parent company, Google, from its earliest days. Its 2 founders worked out of her garage to build the search engine. Wojcicki worked at Google for almost 25 years. She was YouTube's CEO for 9 years before announcing last year that she was going to step back from her leadership role.
A group of tech giants are being asked to do more to address non-consensual explicit images that are shared online. A group of American senators has sent a letter to 11 tech company CEOs, including those of Google and X. It criticizes the tech firms for not taking part in programs that make it easier for people to ask that such images and videos be removed from online. Facebook and Instagram parent company Meta are already part of this voluntary program. Software from the U.S. National Center for Missing and Exploited Children's Take It Down program helps people remove nude or sexually explicit images or videos of children from the internet.
All right, off and running on your Monday morning. Brian Wood is yelling at the sun to wake up, and he'll try and accomplish that goal when we return after this.
Until then, enjoy my jacket.
Time check, 6:24 on this Monday morning. Looking at our MTO traffic cameras, QEW, Niagara Street, and Toronto-bound lanes heading away from us on this camera. Here's the top of the Burlington Skyway. Still moving nicely. Don't have any problems with volume through Niagara to Hamilton, into Burlington, and Appleby line looks good. Lorne Park through Mississauga, and even the 403 through Mississauga. This is just west of 10, doing fine at the moment. So, sun is coming. Ooh, the sun is up. Hey, good morning, sunshine. You made it. Yay! All right, temperature at the moment, it's fluctuating a little bit. We're sitting at 14 for Hamilton, Grimsby, Mississauga, 16 into Toronto. Seasonal temperatures for this time of year for the 12th of August, well, 26 daytime high, 15 for the overnight low, so we're a little bit below seasonal, but just 6:22 and 8:26 are sun times for the day, and those are our records for today as well. So, walking out the door this morning, going for your morning walk with your pal. Oh, not going to stop at the hydrant? Okay, fine. Sometimes does, sometimes doesn't. Mainly sunny skies, light winds, and 14 degrees is our temperature right now, so a nice morning out for a walk. So 24 today, humidex of 28. There's that instability. Now, it's only a 30% chance of a shower or thunderstorm a little later on today. 13 and clear tonight, tomorrow. Pretty much same thing. We'll start off with sun, chance of a shower later, 26, feeling like 29. Then we get into a bit more sunshine as we get toward the end of the week. It'll be 26 on Wednesday, 26 on Thursday, beautiful blue sky. And then we start to see some cloud cover rolling in for Friday, and it looks like it's going to be a damp weekend. Chance of showers Saturday and Sunday, and fairly gray, and temperatures a touch below seasonal. That's your forecast. Annette, Tim.
Quickly before we get to this, I love on Mondays when we look ahead to the weekend and it's a beautiful weekend. We're just like, hey, I can't wait to get to the weekend. But when it's raining, you're just like, oh, there's time that was going to change.
There's time.
Yeah. We can get it. We can change that. All right. Okay, this is good. Yeah, look forward to this every year. A wife carrying competition took place in Hungary over the weekend.
36 couples navigated a 260-meter obstacle course. The event, said to have its origins from the Viking Age, has been a popular tradition in Finland for years. This is the 5th time it's been held in Hungary. The winning couple from Lithuania set a new record by completing the course in 54 seconds. They won last year as well by doing the Estonian carry. That's where the wife hangs upside down with her legs around her husband's shoulders, holding on to his waist.
Okay, that's the question I have. Is that the easiest? Like, there's got to be a better way than that.
Yeah, I would. Yeah. I have so many questions.
Yeah. Yes, they are.
They are. Like,
Share with the class.
I couldn't hang upside down for a minute.
No. Especially in that region.
Yeah, that you're not talking about Hungary. No. You're talking about the nether region.
The nether region, yeah. You just never know what's going to be happening there. As my wife does know.
A few beers beforehand, what could go wrong?
She would definitely not be down there.
The Netherlands. That's bright.
Thank you, Brian. Good work. Okay. Off and running on a Monday. See you after this.